Welcome inside Mariner Gymnasium. It's a battle for a trophy tonight here in Manistee. It's the Ludington Orioles, the District 35 powerhouse, and have been so for over a decade, taking on a familiar face. The team that won the CSAA regular season, proved everybody what a great athletic class this is, and now they're competing for a district title. Not on the football field, they already did that. Now they're looking to do it on the hardwood. We got Reed City and Ludington, the Orioles and Coyotes, squaring off here tonight for the District 35 crown. Hi, everybody. Brandon Wirt joining you here live upstairs here in Mariner Gymnasium. It's a great night for basketball here this Friday night. It's the third night for me out of these last 5 days, and it certainly comes down to this, the most anticipated one of them all, the first district title game for Reed City since all the way back in 2016. This is going to be a fun ride. We cannot wait to bring it to you here on the air, here on Big Country 100.9. Thanks to all that are listening live with us on 100.9 FM, as well as all of our streamers on WWBR.com and the WWBR mobile app. So if you're away from a radio or know you're going to be away from a radio, hey, just hop online and you can catch the action continuously all night long and not miss a beat, not miss a play, not miss a dunk, steal, or three-point shot. We got all the coverage here for you tonight. Broadcasting from the Anderson Agency studios here tonight. Big thanks to my partner back in the studio. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Dynamite drop-in man himself, Joe Nagy, will be with us. We'll get scores from around the league and more as the night progresses, as we got a lot of championships all taking place pretty much in about 14 and a half minutes. All of them going to be going down, and we'll get the scores for you, as many as we can, as frequently as you can, to get you up to speed on what's going on around the region, especially for Region 9, for whatever winner will be going on tonight, who they'll be playing, when, where, and how that will all go down during this basketball game. We can't wait to bring all of that coverage for you. We get into the Johnson's Automotive Repair pregame show here live in Manistee, serving the area with honesty and integrity. Johnson's now offers full vehicle detailing. Get your car squeaky clean with Johnson's Automotive. Schedule your appointment online at johnsonsautobr.com. We take a look at the team comparison between these two clubs, as we're about 13 minutes away from our national anthem and starting festivities. Reed City comes into the campaign with the edge in record, 19-4 on the season here in 2023-2024. The Orioles 17-6, but we certainly know that it does not matter when it comes to record in the month of March. We learned that earlier on in the precursor rounds this week, and it certainly will continue all the way till these teams meet in Breslin here across the state in all four divisions. It's going to be fun to see who makes it, and it all starts with a district title win for every state champion here tonight. It's for all the marbles, no matter where you're playing, no matter when you're playing. It's all for a title tonight. That's the best part about a Friday night here in Michigan in March. There's always a tournament and a trophy on the line. Reed City is 8-1 on the road away from the Den this year. Their lone loss going at Cadillac earlier this year, so that's the only blemish on the Coyotes' record when it comes to playing away from home. Ludington has been a little bit more scarce on the road. They're 8-4 on the season, still matching the 8 wins, but with 3 more losses. But, of course, you have to consider one of those losses being at Cadillac, as well playing at Whitehall. Those are the top 2 teams in all of West Michigan, arguably, and especially in the area. Whitehall not playing on Friday night here tonight. An unfortunate loss for them ends their run early. We'll talk about that here later on with Spring Lake, as Spring Lake spoiled the party for Whitehall and the Vikings this year and their state championship aspirations. Spring Lake's also beaten a club that plays on this floor tonight, and it's not a Reed City Coyotes, it's the Ludington Orioles across the other side. They beat Ludington earlier this year, all the way back on December 1st of 2023. It was an upset for Spring Lake at Ludington. That's the worst loss on the resume for the Orioles. Their best win, however, is against a common opponent of Reed City and of Big Rapids, Benzie Central, a team they ended up beating here just a week ago back on February 23rd. So that's the best win on Ludington's book resume-wise. For Reed City, their best win came all the way back on December 8th against Big Rapids in their home gym. That's the best one in consideration of opponent NPR this year. The worst loss on Reed City's record came back in the holiday tournament in that championship game that we all remember against St. John's, a team that very well was beatable, but Reed City just did not have their night that night in order to get that crown, so St. John's beat them in that contest. But other than that, Reed City has played up to their standards pretty much the entire year, and it's going to be put to the test tonight against a team that they have not beaten in this decade, the Ludington Orioles. I believe I counted all the history behind these two teams. There's only been 4 games, believe it or not, between the two. Only 1, I believe, in the regular season out of there. Maybe it was 2. But it doesn't matter what it was. It's been Ludington's win all 4 times. The last one came just last year on January 3rd. The Orioles got the best of the Coyotes on their home floor. It was 67-50 for those that remember. But it's a new chance. It's a new time. History means nothing tonight, and that's what we've learned, and we can't wait to bring it to you. We'll continue on the Johnson's Automotive pregame show after this 60-second break here on the voice of playoff Coyote basketball, Big Country 100.9.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
The Anderson Agency of Reed City. Quality insurance solutions at affordable prices. Call 832-2239.
Conan the Barbarian has trust issues. He just doesn't know where to take his truck for service.
I just do not know what to do with my truck. Thoughts Doom has me so confused.
But from the darkness comes light.
Johnson's Automotive. It's my destiny to keep my truck running like new with their certified technicians.
And keep it running they did. Conan's truck runs so well, he caught Doom and there was no sequel.
Steel is stronger than Doom.
Johnson's Automotive, serving the area with honesty and integrity. Schedule your next service at johnsonsautomotivebr.com.
Welcome back here to the Johnson's Automotive Repair pregame show. Brandon Wirt joining you here from Mariner Gymnasium. We got 9 minutes before we have starting lineups, national anthem, and a basketball game about to commence for District 35 trophy. We'll get into the Schuberg Insurance Agency Coaches Corner here in just a little bit. Had a chance to talk with head coach Brennan Walsh on the matchup with Ludington, their dramatic comeback win against Hart on Wednesday, as well as the keys to success for tonight's game. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. But first, we get into our Michigan Primary Care Partners Injury Report presented by Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids, affordable health care tailored to your needs. For Reed City tonight, no Max Hammond tonight. He will be out for this contest as well. As we have not seen warm-ups taking place, it looks like down here, sitting down on the bench, it appears that we might not see Zach Rogowski tonight, so we'll see if he's good to go. He has not been warming up, so likely he will be out for this contest. No word on Zach Erickson yet. He has been warming up in pregame warm-ups, so he might be a go tonight. We'll get confirmation of that here later on as much as we can. So that's a good sign to have Zach Erickson on the floor, which, while I have the minute chatting about him, congratulations to Mr. Erickson. He will be headed to Calvin University on the gridiron next fall, so congratulations there to Zach Erickson. He will be a knight for the newly announced program over there at Calvin in their first season, I believe, this last year. So congratulations to Zach, one of multiple Coyotes on their way for college endeavors at the athletic and academic levels next year. Big thanks to some of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Those include the Big Rapids Virtual School, Paris Auto Service and Repair, Big Rapids Eye Care, Mona the Macasta Transit Authority, and Macasta Career Center, Missoula Tech, Schuberg Insurance Agency, Reed City Feed and Supply, Quality Car and Truck Repair, Volker Bros Equipment, Paris Auto Sales of Big Rapids, Michigan Primary Care Partners, Big Country 100.9's The Rundown, as well as Rewind 99.1, classic rock that transcends time itself. Got our public address announcer making the official rules announcements here as we're about 7 minutes away here from this contest. Going back a little bit into the DAZO's digital stat breakdown between these two teams. Reed City comes into this game with the defensive edge statistically in points per game. They've only allowed an average of 44.3 points per game defensively this year. Ludington has had a little bit higher, more susceptible to giving up points at 54.3, but they make up for it on offense. And when you hear this number, you'll know why. The Orioles this year, and I had to double check this, have averaged 64.1 points per game offensively. They like to put the ball in the basket, and they will turn it into a track meet because they feel confident they can do that more than an opponent based on similar possessions. So that's going to be something key tonight for Reed City, who only averages about 58.5. Not necessarily too far off when it comes down to it, but Ludington does, if you look at this on paper, they have the edge offensively. Reed City has the edge defensively. That is the side of the ball that everybody is probably going to be watching. I'm going to tell you to watch the other end. It's going to be just as exciting seeing when Ludington is on offense and Reed City on defense, but I truly believe the game will be won on the other end. How did the Orioles play defense against Reed City? Do they force turnovers? Or does Reed City get the dribble drive penetration going, knock down some jump shots, and really get themselves in position to set up their defense to make a couple stops and try to win this game? That's going to be really fun to watch. I can't wait to see what we have in store here tonight for this contest. Reed City obviously beat Hart in Wednesday's semifinal, 57-42 the final score. They trailed by as many as 8 at halftime, but they led by 5 after the third quarter. An incredible run from that group, and to be able to win that game to get here tonight playing Ludington. And speaking of those numbers I mentioned earlier, I was crunching it on the way down. When Reed City has scored over 60 points this year, which inevitably if this were to turn into a track meet, we'd probably see both teams over 60 as far as the averages are concerned. Reed City has won all 12 games. Believe it or not, they've won every single game they've scored more than 60 points. If they give up more than their 44 points per game on average defensively, they are 6-4. So that kind of gives you the wait, does that mean we can play in a track meet? Well, I can tell you one thing. Coach Walsh had something to say about that when I brought up that idea to him. As we get into the Schuberg Insurance Agency Coach's Corner, now always know how you're covered. Schuberg Insurance is Big Rapids' oldest and most trusted name in insurance. You can find them online at Schuberg Insurance Agency, wherever you have a laptop or a phone or a Safari search engine today. But we get into Schuberg Insurance Agency Coach's Corner now with head coach of Coyote Basketball, Brennan Walsh. All right. Here with head coach Brennan Walsh, obviously district final time against a really good Ludington team. Just based on the scouting report, what are some of the things you're looking that Orioles are going to do against your team tonight? What are you looking to combat that for you guys offensively and defensively?
Well, for a team that doesn't have a whole lot of size, they are amazingly aggressive. And they battled teams like Whitehall. They lost to Whitehall by 2 points, and Whitehall's huge. And these guys, and you couldn't hardly tell. They play bigger than they are. And we have to be ready for their physicality. And that's the number one thing for us. Absolutely.
And you mentioned Wednesday's Hart game. Down at halftime, your team, third quarter, where you guys have been fantastic this year, pulled together a huge run. Just talk about really coming out of halftime, your team resiliency, that aggression, just to get out on top and then eventually end it with that big win.
Well, momentum's a real thing, and we got it in that third quarter. And didn't let go, and just give all the credit to the boys. I've had plenty of people talking to me about the adjustments I made. It had nothing to do with my adjustments. We just shots fell, defensive assignments happened, guys made plays, they broke on the ball. It's all about them.
Absolutely. Defensively, obviously Ludington gets out transition. They're very fast with their guards. They like to shoot the basketball. What are the things you're looking defensively to maybe try to stop them and be able to get your offense to basketball?
Well, most of the season we picked up, full court. We put a lot of pressure on teams. We're a little bit shorthanded. That's one factor. And then two is they're so quick and they got guards that can handle it. We're probably going to spend a lot of time hustling back, getting back, trying to slow down their transition game and playing a half-court defense, which we're good at. But, it's different for us to not put that pressure on the ball.
Absolutely. One last question for you, Coach. Key to victory. This is obviously first time you guys have been here Reed City-wise since 2016 in the district final. What's going to be that biggest key for you guys in order to get over Ludington and hoist that district trophy?
Well, they feed off their runs. They can go on a 6-0, 8-0, 10-0 run in a heartbeat. And what we have to do is we can't allow that to happen. And if it does, we got to weather the storm and then be ready to bounce back from it.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Walsh, and good luck tonight.
Appreciate it.
Big thanks to head coach Brennan Walsh for joining us here on the Schuberg Insurance Agency Coach's Corner. As you mentioned, the Orioles love to get out and love to get on the long stretch runs offensively. That is a notable for this team, and as a former player that played against Coach Shank's squads, they love momentum, and they are going to try to get every single ounce of it in this game. How does Reed City respond? Resiliency defensively, being able to score when it seems impossible. Those are going to be keys tonight. What can you do with your back against the wall when there's a trophy on the line? Both teams, we're about to find out who's going to be the more mentally tough, the more resilient, the better basketball team tonight, and they'll be taking home an extra passenger on the way home in the form of a District 35 title. It's going to be a great basketball game. We can't wait to bring it to you. Be sure to stick around as well. The Quality Car and Truck Repair Player of the Game will be coming up after the conclusion of this one. We'll tell you who was the best game. Obviously, last week on Wednesday, it was big man number 21, Marco Sadat-Rial. He was fantastic. 24 points against Hart. We'll see if he can match that effort here against the Orioles tonight. It is going to be a fun matchup. We're going to take a break. National Anthem and the Johnson's Automotive starting lineups coming when we return. It's title time. Be ready for Friday night under the lights, this time on the hardwood, not on the gridiron. It's going to be a fun matchup. We can't wait to bring it to you. Back after this 2-minute break here on the voice of Coyote Basketball, WBRN.
Who covers your underground service lines, such as water, septic, and gas? Auto Owners Insurance provides service line coverage through their home insurance policies. Auto Owners Service Line Coverage provides coverage for leaks, breaks, tears, ruptures caused by wear and tear, rust or corrosion, electrical system breakdowns, and freezing. Not only does Auto Owners Insurance provide exceptional coverage, but their service line coverage will also repair your landscaping, and they will pay the additional cost to make sure they replace damaged pipes with green products. And that's not even the best part. The affordable premium of service line coverage makes it a no-brainer to add to your home policy. Have an expert at the Schuberg Insurance Agency review your home insurance and see how the Schuberg Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance can make us all go green with service line coverage. Contact the Schuberg Insurance Agency by visiting our website at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. The Schuberg Insurance Agency. Community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
Subaru or Audi, Nissan or Toyota, Ford or Chevy, whatever you prefer to drive, Quality Car and Truck Repair has the digital diagnostics, the tools, and the training to maintain, to fix. Just call Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Paris Auto Sales of Big Rapids works for you. Paris Auto Sales wants to get you in the vehicle you both want and need. Shop the lot at Paris Auto Sales off Northland Drive and online at ParisAutoSalesMI.com. Or let Josh and his team do the shopping for you. Color, make, model, mileage, price. They can find exactly what you need. Plus, Paris Auto Sales works with area banks to get you financed. Paris Auto Sales of Big Rapids wants to find your perfect fit vehicle. Paris Auto Sales of Big Rapids wants to get you financed. Paris Auto Sales of Big Rapids. They are Big Rapids. They work for you. Big Rapids Eye Care presents Tips for Your Eyes. Did you know annual eye checkups can help catch other diseases like diabetes and cancer? Schedule an appointment with Big Rapids Eye Care today and see the world clearly. Big Rapids Eye Care, proud supporters of Big Rapids Cardinal Athletics.
When you feel like it's the right time to make the move, as in literally move, call Whitney Harrison with Keller Williams Realty. As a lifelong local West Michigan resident, Whitney always has her ear to the ground on what's for sale, what prices are realistic, and where the potential buyers are. Whitney can make the dream of upgrading, downsizing, or just making the change possible. When you're ready to make your move, call Whitney Harrison of Keller Williams Realty at 231-250-6020. Whitney Harrison, proud supporter of local athletics.
Your car is less of a car nowadays and more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
MOTA, the Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority, is looking for both full-time and part-time bus drivers to help serve the residents of Mecosta and Osceola counties. Drivers start at $19.66 an hour with a $1 pay increase every year for the first 2 years. MOTA also provides drivers with an annual retirement match up to 5%. Start helping your community with MOTA. Start driving for MOTA. Apply today at motaonline.net. MOTA is an equal opportunity employer.
Here we go. It's time to crown a district champion this Friday night here in Manistee. Only a short trip of 80 miles here to get up here for Reed City faithful. They have packed in this near side of bleachers as they are introduced right now, and Ludington's got an absolute sea of orange on the other side. Pretty much nobody is sitting next to each other from rival schools. You know what that means. It's going to be an intense night of basketball here in Manistee. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be bumping. It's going to be jumping. And we can't wait to bring it to you. Johnson's Automotive starting lineups as both teams introduced to the floor. Alternate style. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Big Country 100.9's The Rundown, as well as our friends at Johnson's Automotive. Get your local sports fix with myself and Joe Nagy each week on The Rundown. You can watch on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The Rundown is brought to you by the Car Center. How about that? An ad inside an ad. That's my favorite ad read right there. There's no doubt about it. Starter for the visiting Ludington Orioles goes as follows. The both guards, Spencer Holmes and David Schillinger, wearing 5 and 13 respectively, a pair of seniors, as well as Gage Jones, a 6-foot senior, will join in the backcourt as well for head coach Thad Schenk, as well as the two big men. It'll be Joe Benz and Cameron Gunsel, wearing 25 and 42 respectively, a senior and sophomore pairing of over 6 foot and 6'3" tall for Coach Schenk and his plethora of assistant coaches. For Reed City tonight, it's your usual starting 5. Landon Jackson, Spencer Hansen, Dylan Walsh, Justin Stellini, and Marcos Sadab Real will be the first 5 out for Coach Walsh, Coach Koopman, and Coach Zolman here tonight. We got 10 on the floor, 3 officials wearing their official stripes, 2 feet, 2 rims at 10 feet apiece. We got 8 minutes on the clock and an orange ball that bounces to the proper height of a standing elbow at 90 degrees. We are ready for basketball. To crown a district champion here in Manistee, buckle up. The show's about to begin. Tip is underway. Ludington will control and start it up. It'll go into the hands of the Orioles, and Gage Jones will have honors. Man-to-man defense here for Coach Walsh and company. Ludington will rotate it around, off a screen. Thinking about a 3, now driving. Back door, pass inside. Not going to take the shot. Rotating back around. Up top, with it now. Holmes. Inside, gives it back outside. Schillinger at the top. Going to work now against John Andres, who got the start tonight. Over in the corner, screen 4, 3 ball on the way. Got it. Gage Jones lights it up. He's a shooter for this Oriole team. And Ludington's on the board first. 38 seconds gone, 3-0 Orioles. Correction on the starting lineup. It was John Andres introduced. Justin Stellini will be probably the first off the bench in the 6-man spot here for Reed City. They give it off, try to give it to Hansen, and it's off of his hands, out of bounds. It'll be Ludington basketball. He was trying to get it from Landon Jackson. Good defense by the Orioles. And Hansen couldn't quite get the position. It'll go out of bounds. Ludington will get the basketball back. K-12 education available anytime, any place, at any pace. It's Big Rapids Virtual School, a proud sponsor of Reed City Coyote basketball this postseason. Handoff over to Holmes. Rotates back around, up top. Gunsel going in the paint. Teardrop on the way is good, right in front of Dylan Walsh. Pressure from Ludington, looking for some sort of a trap. Hansen will control it, now over to Jackson. Jackson going to have to hurry, gets it over to Hansen, and they'll throw back across. Great bounce pass to get into Landon Jackson as he continues on. Behind the back, step back, jump shot. Oh, he got it! Lando from the elbow gets it started for Reed City. 5-2 our score. Orioles carry it across. 90 seconds gone here in the opening frame. Jones, defended by Jackson, rotates it over and around. Screen, diving inside, and a foul is called. Count the bucket and the foul. Really tough drive inside by Gunsel, the sophomore. Went right at Real and finished it with the contact. And now he's got a chance for a 3-point play. First foul of the ball game either side will go to Marcos' way. We'll keep monitoring that as the game progresses. It's going to be a physical game, there's no doubt about it. Free throw on the way, off the back heel, no good. Tipped around into the hands of Real. Will stay at 5. Jackson, one-on-one, going with some pressure. Spinning inside, looking, shooting. Up, no good. Offensive rebound for the minute by Andres. Kicks it out. Real fakes the 3. Going to the elbow. Back up, Hansen rotates around Andres into the hands of Jackson now. Short corner. Back up top for Hansen. Hansen thought about the 3. Good close out there on the top by Schillinger. Jackson will control on the right wing. looking for a screen from Real. It's stolen away. Ludington trying to get out and run. Now it's ripped right back. Jackson 3-on-1. Down to Andres. Layup is good. Defense to offense, just like that. And Reed City has pulled to a 3-point game, courtesy of the bucket from Johnny Andres. Skip pass to the corner. Thought about the three with Schillinger. He'll pull it back out. Andres right in his grill. He's going to be guarding that man all night as tight as he can. Schillinger's got it back in his palms. Cross pass over to Benz. Benz floating down towards the elbow, gives it back up top. Jones defended by Jackson. Ludington resetting their scheme here. 5:05 to go in the first. 7-4 lead in favor of the Orioles. Off the screen. Nothing doing there. Good closeout by Jackson against Jay Jones. Looking inside. Intercepted on the pass. He was looking for Gunsel cutting down the middle, and it was knocked away. Reed City will get it offensively in the hands of Hansen. Hansen driving inside. Euro step lefty. Just short off the front of the iron. No good. Pulled down in transition. Jones up ahead. Driving. Looking. Finds a man. Driving now is Holmes. Kick out. Man open. Flyby on a fake. Inside. Spin move. Looking for the bucket. Turn back. Riel swatted him on the way up. Gunsel got it swatted away by Riel. He had a sure bucket. Great defensive hustle there by Marcos. Andres has got it. Trying to work it back to a ball handler. Gets it up to Landon Jackson. Halfway gone in the first quarter. You can hear the crowd in my headset. This is an atmosphere you never forget. Jackson up top. Double screen on a hedge. Hansen down low. Real looking. Short corner. Skip pass for Walsh. Walsh driving inside. Gives it off. No, travel first. Called on Dylan Walsh. It was a close on the transition step, and the officials very noticeably on Wednesday were against the travels, and that is certainly going to be an area in emphasis here, I'm sure, in this game from both these two teams, as both of them played with this crew on Wednesday. Gunsel on the top, driving off of a screen, looking for the contact, and it's a charging foul the other way! Schillinger put his head down, and Riel takes the charge. What a big-time play that was. Correction, that was Dylan Walsh there on the charge. Riel was in the area, but great job by Walsh. Both those guys got credit for that one, even though one got credit for the charge. An incredible play to get that set up against that drive. Ludington going to show full court pressure here. They get it into Walsh. Reed City coordinating the press break here. Back to a man-to-man look now perhaps. Hansen, skip, pass. Got it to Walsh over on the wing. Back up top for Hansen. Sub had just come in for Ludington. Daniel Ramirez makes his way on. Spencer Holmes the first one to get a breather for Coach Shank. Driving. Jackson off the floater. Got it! What a beautiful move by Landon Jackson with a teardrop. And Reed City's within one. Inside. Schillinger. Kick back out. Gunsel at the top. Quick three ball on the pass. Nowhere. It's off the side of the backboard from Jones. Missed that one completely off the wide side. Jackson holds it. He'll bring it across the timeline. 2:48 to go in the first. 7-6 our score. Ludington currently on top. Reed City with a little bit of momentum. Real looking for a drive. Kicks it back out to Jackson. Jackson crossing inside in the paint. Spinning. Floats it up. Just short. Battle for the rebound. One there by the Orioles. Here comes a trap. Immediately, Ludington reverses it. Gets it into the hands of Jones. They'll push it back across. It's a good attempt there from Landon. Just a little bit short off the front iron. Good job on the block out by the Orioles. Working in the corner. Benz back up top. Schillinger firing a three. Front iron no good. Pulled down there by Jackson. Count another rebound for Lando. He's been busy in this first quarter. Both getting buckets and really crashing the boards. Hansen holds it on the far wing. Looking for a cutter. Looking for Andres, and it throws it away. Bounces a little bit too far out of the reach of Andres. That'll be a turnover. Orioles will make two changes. Jack Stidham, the senior, registered at 6'2", will check into the ball game there for Gunsel. We'll also see Holmes back on the floor. He replaced Joe Benz for Coach Schenk and the Orioles. Coach Thad Schenk, much respect for that man. He ended my basketball career all the way back in 2018-2019 season just eclipsed an incredible milestone, 400 career wins. He's had an absolutely heck of a career with Ludington. Coach Walsh looking to try to spoil his party. Spinning, looking, drop step, nowhere to go. Great defense here by Reed City. In the corner, back floated up top into the hands of Schillinger. Andres picks him up at the half-court line. Ramirez looking to go somewhere. Driving, inside, stepping, looking, spinning, nowhere to go. He's got to throw it back out. Here's Holmes into the corner. Schillinger, kick out pass. Jones not going to take the three. He's going to drive instead. Looks for the Euro, and he draws a foul. It looks like they're going to get Jackson as he went up with one hand, and it looks like driving in with his arms and swinging it back inside. Contact drawn. So now we'll see. Going to the line will be Jones, upcoming here for Ludington. Premium used cars at the lowest prices possible. Shop the lot off Northland Drive, just north of Big Rapids, as well as online at ParisAutoSalesMI.com. A proud sponsor of Kyle Basketball. First one no good there from Jones. He'll go to the line. Justin Stellini finally on the floor with 72 seconds to go here in the first frame. He will replace Dylan Walsh here for Reed City. Second one on the way from Jones. In and out, missed it. Offensive rebound for the Orioles. Back up, no, and missed it. Open chance for Holmes. Coyotes get a gift there. Looking to try to capitalize. Jackson going around. He'll control it. Here's Hansen up at the top. Stellini trying to post up on the wing. Now he's got it. Stellini looks, throws. Hansen caught over in the corner. Looking, driving, draws a foul. Hansen's going to the line. He was working there on that short corner against Holmes. And now he's going to have a chance at the stripe upcoming. The Oriole fans in that student section are not liking it. Both student sections have been awesome here in this game. Now we got the cross-court chants going after each other. This is what we love to see here in the month of March. Hansen will go to the line. 50 ticks to go in the first. First one on the way. Back iron, no good. He'll get a second one upcoming. Cameron Gunsel back in for Ludington. Jack Stidham will give way and return to the bench. Preparing today's students for tomorrow's jobs. Start a new career, enhance your current career with Misiola Tech classes this winter. Find out more at MYSD.org. Hansen's free throw try is up and good on the second. We're tied at 7. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter of action. Gage Jones will hold it just near that Manistee logo. Maybe last shot here for Coach Schenk and company. Reed City going to keep in that man-to-man look. Both guys in help defense working right at the blocks. A drive might be able to give some corner look here for Ludington. They haven't hit any three-point shots yet here so far in the first, besides the opening possession just after the tip. Schillinger now will control. The senior will go to work at 10 at the bell. Moving around against Andres. There's the 10. There they go. Cross court. Looking. Spinning inside. Schillinger. Kick pass. On the way for three. No good from Gage Jones. And that's the first quarter of basketball. We are knotted at 7 apiece. Boy, this is shaping up to be a good one. We'll take a minute break. Back in 60 seconds with the second quarter here on Big Country 100.9.
Made in the USA, made in Michigan, and locally produced. Over 90% of the products at Reed City Feed and Supply are either produced locally, made in Michigan, or manufactured in the USA. At Reed City Feed and Supply, they strive to choose quality products with purpose. Get anything from chicken feed to dog food, apparel, birdseed, homemade honey, all the way to your general farm needs. To support the community, stop into Reed City Feed and Supply. Open Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Call 231-791-5005. The team at Paris Auto Service and Repair have a mission. Keep your vehicle running as safely and efficiently as possible. That's why when you spend $500 or more on any repair at Paris Auto Service and Repair, you get a free semi-synthetic oil change. It's just a small part of Paris Auto Service and Repair's mission to keep you safe and your vehicle reliable. So when your car needs work, trust the NAPA certified experts at Paris Auto Service and Repair. Plus, Paris Auto Service and Repair offers military and student discounts. Paris Auto Service and Repair, always there when you need them.
Second quarter about to get underway here from Mariner Gymnasium. Brandon Wirt joining me here live up in the balcony. 7 apiece after the opening 8 minutes. Leading scorers both sides, Landon Jackson with 4 and Cameron Gunsel with 4 for the Orioles so far here in what has been an exciting first 8 minutes of action. We can't wait to see what the second 8 has in store. Reed City will start with the basketball first. They'll go from left to right here on the opposite north side of the gymnasium. Walsh looking to try to get in a play call and gets it into Hanson. Hanson's going to go all the way around to the near side corner. Drive, short corner, kick for Real, double team, and it looks like he traveled. Coach Walsh is looking for a foul call, and for good reason, as he was bumped from behind, Real was, and that caused the travel, but it's going to stay possession-wise going towards the other direction here for Ludington. Big thanks go out to some of our sponsors. Those include Michigan Primary Care Partners, Paris Auto Sales of Big Rapids, Volker Bros Equipment, and Quality Car and Truck Repair. Thank you for your support of Kyle playoff basketball. Handoff for Schillinger. Going to try a quick three. Nothing but the backboard on the wide side. Ludington's come up empty. Landon Jackson's got a little bit of a lane. Drives inside, floats it up. Count the bump and the bucket. What a play by Lando. He was all alone on the sideline. Great pass up the floor on the outlet. Jackson drives in, hangs with the contact, and floats it up with the right hand. What an absolute incredible effort there from Jackson. We got a stoppage here. The officials now are talking over on the far sideline. Now they're going to converse here. Maybe they're arguing it's on the floor. Now they're going to talk to the table. Perhaps maybe discussing if there is an issue with the clock, perhaps if the clock kept running. We're going to wait and see. And no, it's going to be confirmed. Count the bucket. So Reed City's got a 9-7 lead, a chance for it to be 10-7 at the line for Jackson. Eyes the strength, flips it up into his palm, on the way, and it's good. 10-7 ball game. Reed City's got their first lead of the night here early in the second. Schillinger defending against Andres. Screen up top there by Gunsel. Schillinger, kick out pass, driving with speed is Holmes. Kicks that back out to Benz, who just checked back in at the quarter break. Schillinger up top. Gunsel spinning. Free throw line, had to give it up. Schillinger stopped there on a closeout by Andres. He'll back it up top. Good defense by John Andres. Schillinger driving to the right hand. Ramirez now to the left inside. Oh, nice pass, and Gunsel puts it in. Great find on the drive as Gunsel scores it from Ramirez, and Ludington pulls it back within one. 10-9 our score. Hanson gets over half court, lost the basketball for the time being. It's on the deck, and a foul is called, and it's on the Orioles. We had a scrum for it on the deck, and they're going to book Joe Benz with his first personal. Oh, that was a close one. It could have went either way. Coyotes get a break, and they will keep the basketball. Second foul for Ludington in this quarter. Ramirez will come off. Sub coming back on for Ludington. Will bring back the starting five originally. Pass across the court into Landon Jackson. Back to Hanson. Holds it right there at the M logo. Hanson picks a side to the right. Hands off for Jackson. Reed City, their offense, they're not afraid to slow things down. Jackson going behind his back, working at the elbow. Good defense there by the Orioles. Stolini on the handoff. Looking. Tries to cut it inside, and it's picked off by Ludington, and a foul is called on Reed City. He was looking for a wrap cut there. It looked like for Real, but Stolini couldn't get enough oomph on it. And unfortunately for Real, that's going to be his second foul. So Coach Walsh with a decision here. And he's looking right at Marcos and putting two hands to the temple with two fingers. Hey, be smart. We're keeping you in this ball game, but you cannot pick up the third foul. He's going to be defending right there at the nail against Gunsel. Here's Gunsel with the basketball. Driving, puts it up. Blocked by Real! It was clean! Reed City gets the basketball back. Skip pass. Hanson's got it over the timeline. Quick pass. Taken by Andres to the cup, and he draws an offensive foul going the other way. It was close. Didn't know if he got his feet set. It was very close, but they're going to give it to Ludington there, as it'll be a charge on John Andres. His first foul, second for Reed City. 5:48 to go in the second quarter. Sub coming on, Dylan Walsh makes his way back onto the floor. He will replace Stolini. So Real will stay on the floor with two fouls. Speaking of fouls, all of them are brought to you by Paris Auto Service tonight. It's a foul to leave your car limp through this, what we call Michigan winter. Trust the Napa certified experts at Paris Auto Service to keep your car safe and reliable all 4 crazy Michigan seasons. Driving is Schillinger, spinning at the nail, up top Gunsel. Kick out man wide open for 3 on the way. Bounces around, no good. Pulled down by Jackson. It was a wide open look for Benz. Just missed on the far side of the iron. Slowing it up. Hansen gets it. The run from the volleyball line. Running Gray right across from the top of the arc. Hansen had it picked. Got it back. Kept his dribble. Somehow kept his dribble. What an incredible effort by Hansen to keep the basketball. Defensively, Orioles pestering. Handoff, Walsh fakes the 3, open man, Jackson in the corner, fires a 3. No, good pass, Riel inside. No, just left it short. Ripped away by Jackson. Oh, but a foul is called. Oh, man, Jackson timed it perfectly. He'll get his second foul. Boy, it looked like he ripped that ball right out of the hands. I believe it was of Gage Jones. But it's going to be a second foul. An unfortunate break now going against Reed City. Ludington will get the basketball. Sub is on. Spencer Holmes is off. Ramirez is back on, the senior for the Orioles. 4:47 to go in the half. 10-9 lead. Reed City on top here in the second. Gunsel. Handoff on the wing. Working now is Benz. Trapped up top by Walsh. Great defense there. Ludington will try to drive it. Kick out. Schillinger. Defended by Andres. Over on the near side wing. Now goes to the free throw line. Backs it out. Good defense there by Andres. Schillinger, nowhere to go. Trying to step back, nowhere to go. Now to the hands of Jones. Jones, short corner, pass inside. Ramirez dribbles around, back outside the three-point arc. Ramirez over in the corner. An Oriole fell down. Now Walsh gets hit on the near sideline. Scramble drill. Schillinger fires. That one's no good. Jackson is fouled on the rebound. We're going the other way. Great hustle by Reed City on the block out, and Ludington is going to get booked for a foul there on the rebound. It's going to go against Benz. That's his second. Third foul for the O's. Makes it 3 apiece, 6 total here in the frame. No pressure this time from Ludington. They'll let Reed City bring it all the way across. All timeouts tonight are brought to you by Reed City Feed and Supply. Over 90% of products sold at Reed City Feed and Supply are local. U.S. and nationwide. Steal there on the man to pass. Schillinger goes up and he's fouled by Jackson. Not a smart foul from Lando. Ludington will get 2 at the stripe, and more importantly, Jackson's now got 3 fouls. Tough break for Jackson. Him and Hansen didn't connect it as Ludington brought a trap at half court, and just a mishandled pass led to a turnover. Ludington has a chance at the stripe. First one on the way, up and good from Schillinger. Subs coming on. Stellini will come in for Jackson. Ludington will also make a change. Benz is off. Coming back on is Holmes. Schillinger will go to the line for his second one upcoming. Big thanks to some of our sponsors. Big Rapids Eye Care, Paris Auto Service and Repair, Motor the Macassa Transit Authority, and the Macassa Career Center, Misiola Tech. Thanks for your support of Coyote postseason basketball. Schillinger, second. Back heel, no good. We're 10 apiece, 3:49 to go here in the half. Loud pass all the way up for Stellini. Not going to take the shot. Up top now, Rial. Rial lost the handle. Orioles steal it right back into the hands of Ramirez. Up quickly, looking inside, and kick. Really smart play there by Rial underneath. Good hustle by Marcos. Put his head down even though he turned the ball over, and made a great job able to deflect that ball out of bounds before it would have been a backdoor layup for the O's. Looking off the screen. Quick pass inside. Gunsel scores it. Good inbounds play there. Screen the screener. And a timeout is taken by Coach Walsh. A Reed City Feed and Supply timeout. All 90% of products are sold at Reed City Feed and Supply, are produced locally in Michigan or in the USA. You can shop more and support your community with Reed City Feed and Supply. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll bring it back with more basketball after this here on Big Country 100.9.
Bad Boy Mowers' legendary reputation for build strength, performance, and value is now available with Bad Boy tractors. From mid-sized to subcompact models powered by 22 to 35 horsepower water-cooled diesel engines, your tractors work. Just got real easy. On the farm, the ranch, or even around the house, Bad Boy tractors deliver on power and durability all day, every day. Bad Boy Tractors sold at Velker Bros, north of Big Rapids, just off of Northland Drive. Bad Boy Tractors, work with an attitude.
Welcome back here to Mariner Gymnasium. Ludington reclaims the lead. 12-10 our score here late in the second. Coach Walsh took a timeout. Wanted to draw up a full-court inbounds play against pressure from Ludington. We'll see what the O's throw at him. It looked like a 1-2-2 before the break in almost what looked like a matchup zone, and it will stay that way. Reed City will look to inbound. Walsh will run the sideline, trying to find somebody. Hansen's pushed down in the corner. Throw it up for Andres, and it's picked off. Ludington inside. Scores it. Gage Jones is able to score it, and that makes it a 14-10 game. Stellini will get it in bounds, and Hansen will bring it across slowly here. Man-to-man pressure from Schillinger. Hansen having a little bit of trouble carrying the basketball so far. Pushes off Schillinger. Fires a three. That one back heel, no good. Pulled down by Schillinger. Working across is Jones. Gunsel driving with steam. Going to pull it back out. Trying to find a guard. Not able to find one. Now he's going to go to work again. Crossing over, trying to get against Real. Double team. Man open inside for Ramirez, and he scores. Here comes the momentum. This is what Ludington uses so well. These momentumous runs as they're on a 7-0 one right now. Hansen drives inside. Lays it in. Tough take inside from number 4. He scores on Holmes. And he brings it back to a 4-point game. Big tough take there by Hansen. Put his head down, got a step on Holmes, and is able to flip it up and in. Screen upcoming. Stellini over the corner. Kick out. Ramirez for 3. That one is short. Pulled out of the air by Real. Pushing and shoving going on in these possessions here. I've seen Schillinger take a ball. Dylan Walsh is taking a fall. Both of these guys putting a lot of physicality on the hardwood here tonight. 2 minutes to go in the half. Reed City trails by 4. Stellini spinning against Ramirez. Goes back up top for Hansen. Hansen chased by Schillinger. Over to Andres. Andres looking inside, trying to find Walsh. Now he finally does, outside the three-point arc. Walsh driving inside. Finds a man. Stellini on a cut. Puts it up, and he's fouled. He's going to the stripe. Great cut inside by Justin Stellini. Saw the back door, took it at his head down. Great pass inside, and he draws the foul as they catch Ludington scrambling defensively. So he'll get 2 upcoming. First foul of the day on Gunsel. 4th foul of the quarter for Ludington. So 4 both ways. Next foul, as long as it's not an offensive charging call, will result in free throws for either team. Stellini taking his time at the stripe. Oriole fans trying to give him heck. First one on the way is good. Leather to lace, as my partner would say. Makes it a 16-13 game. Sub coming on. Holmes is off. He'll be replaced. Back on is Joe Benz for the Orioles. Big thanks as well go out to our sponsor, Volker Bros Equipment, now featuring Bad Boy Mowers and Tractors. Legendary reputation for building strength and performance. You can find out more at VolkerBros.com. Second one, nothing but nylon from Stellini. Makes it a 14-16 game. Reed City trails. Quickly in the corner, Ramirez rotates it back up top into the palms of Gage Jones. Gets a screen from Schillinger. Inside, Gunsel forced to the baseline. Loud to back up, and it's caught there by Jones. Good defense by Real, forcing him into that short corner on the baseline, using it as a defender. 80 seconds to go here in the half. Quick pass. Jones, skip pass. Schillinger driving, short corner, goes up. No good. Great defense by Real. Walled up completely and shut down the attack. Reed City will carry it across. Hansen going to have to hurry just a little bit. Now he finally gets across with 7 seconds there taken across. Don't want to make it 10. Gets it to Walsh. Walsh, under 60 seconds to go for Reed City. Maybe a last shot opportunity. We'll see. Walsh spinning. Looking inside. Back out for Andres in the corner. Stellini, jab steps. Looks inside. Real on the bounce pass. Gets it back. He is triple teamed on the deck. Ball is tied up, it appears. We got extracurriculars. Hold up. Ramirez and Real getting into it. Quickly separated. The ruling on the floor is a jump ball. Possession arrow points the Orioles' way. They'll get it with 39.7 to go. Looks like we'll see subs coming in both sides. Back on the floor will be Holmes. And for the first time, Reed City will make a sub. It's number 0. Zach Erickson on the floor for the first time. He'll come in relief for Real here for likely the remaining 40 seconds. You don't want him to get a third foul before the half, and certainly how physical they are driving the basketball directly his direction in the paint. No need to take any sort of risk with Marcos. So they'll put in Erickson to defend out on the outside against Gunsel. He'll start from inside the key. Ludington will walk it across. 30 seconds and ticking here in the half. Hansen picks up Jones right at the half-court line. Rotate pass. Holmes holds it at the wing. Pressured by Walsh. Trying to get somewhere. Passes it back across for Jones. Hansen picks him up. 15 seconds to go on the game clock. Coach Shake trying to get somebody the basketball. Schillinger's got it off a screen. Defended by Erickson, now by Andres. Folds it up. No good. Great defense on the effort. Hansen got a full head of steam. Lost the basketball. Ludington has a shot at the horn. No good. That is a half of basketball, and Hansen had an open chance to find a man and just lost it. You can tell he's going to be motivated going into the half. What a basketball game we got. 16-14 after 16 minutes. The next 16 are going to be epic. Orioles lead at the break, but only by 2. It's anyone's game, and we can't wait to see how it all turns out. We're going to take a 3-minute break. We'll bring it back with our halftime report presented by our great friends at Johnson's Automotive. After this, you're listening to Coyote Basketball on Big Country 100.9.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
The Anderson Agency of Reed City. Quality insurance solutions at affordable prices. Call 832-2239.
Small-town Sheriff Mark Kaminsky has been given a raw deal.
My brakes, my struts. How can I get my revenge on the mob when my car can't even stop? What a raw deal.
But unlike the feds, Johnson's Automotive had his back.
The team at Johnson's Automotive has my undercover police car stopping on a dime.
Because of Johnson's, Kaminsky was able to close the case and get his life back.
This must be what they mean by poetic justice.
Johnson's Automotive, now showing off Northland Drive and online at johnsonsautobr.com.
Who covers your underground service lines? Such as water, septic, and gas? Auto Owners Insurance provides service line coverage through their home insurance policies. Auto Owners Service Line Coverage provides coverage for leaks, breaks, tears, ruptures caused by wear and tear, rust or corrosion, electrical system breakdowns, and freezing. Not only does Auto Owners Insurance provide exceptional coverage, but their service line coverage will also repair your landscaping, and they will pay the additional cost to make sure they replace damaged pipes with green products. And that's not even the best part. The affordable premium of service line coverage makes it a no-brainer to add to your home policy. Have an expert at the Schuberg Insurance Agency review your home insurance and see how the Schuberg Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance can make us all go green with service line coverage. Contact the Schuberg Insurance Agency by visiting our website at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. The Schuberg Insurance Agency. Community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based.
Your car is less of a car nowadays, more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
Your tires can really affect the way your vehicle drives and the road noise you hear. The right tires, they make all the difference. And Quality Car and Truck Repair has the right tires for your vehicle. Call or stop in. 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Harris Auto Sales of Big Rapids is all about working hard to make things easier for you. Harris Auto Sales specializes in finding the ideal vehicle for you. Truck for work and play, van for the family, crossover for gas mileage, SUV for comfort, whatever Whatever you need, Josh and his team will work hard to find it for you. All you have to do is, well, nothing. They do all the work. So when you need a vehicle, don't fret and sweat the process. Let Josh and his team at Paris Auto Sales of Big Rapids take care of you. Paris Auto Sales of Big Rapids, they are Big Rapids. They work for you.
Welcome back here to Mariner Gymnasium. Brandon Wirt joining me here live on the Johnson's Automotive Halftime Report. Big thanks to them as a primary sponsor of our basketball coverage here all postseason long. They do a great job, as always, taking care of your automotive needs. Broadcasting from the Anderson Agency Studios tonight, back on the boards for us, partner in crime, Joe Nagy. We will waste no more time and send it over. We got a score update from not quite the local game that we're looking at. We're still trying to get scores from the two local games, but we got certainly a really interesting regional matchup going down between two teams, Joe, that we were not anticipating seeing in the district final between Fruitport and Spring Lake. But, boy, it seems like a tussle defensively, just like this game is right now, Joe.
Yeah, Brandon, it's been pretty solid so far for him. It's a really close one. 1 point game. Spring Lake leads that one, though. 15-14 over the Trojans. That one's going to be interesting. I mean, we talked about on the rundown. That district and as well was filled with some solid talent. And then coming into this game, we didn't know who was going to come out on top. But I also, just now, have an update for you from over there at Newaygo and Fremont. That one for that district that had so many CSAA teams. Fremont leads the Lions going into the third quarter, 24-19. Man, that one's going to be a close one. Very interested to see who pulls that one out. But those are the scores so far. I'll be making sure to let you know what else is going to be going down here in district play. Brandon, back to you, buddy.
What a great reporter we got here. Live breaking news scores. Thank you, Joe, as always, for all your great work. And big thanks to Anderson Agency as our studio sponsor here for this postseason. Quality insurance solutions at affordable prices. The Anderson Agency is proud to support Reed City Coyote Athletics. We take a look at the Dazos digital stat breakdown here as we continue on halftime coverage. So far, our leaders in scoring go as follows. For the Ludington Orioles, 8 so far for Cameron Gunsel to lead Coach Shank's squad, 5 for Gage Jones, 2 for Daniel Ramirez, and 1 for David Schillinger. That's your scoring breakdown for the O's so far. For the C's across the half-court line in Reed City. Right now the leader with Landon Jackson. He's got 7 points to lead Cujo Nation right now. 3 for Spencer Hansen, as well as 2 from Stellini and 2 from John Andres. So far, they're your scorers. So surprisingly, looking at a lot of the film, as well as looking at a lot of the averages that we've seen from some of these players just based on data sites, notable thing at halftime, no points for Marco Ciudad Real, and no points as well so far here for Joe Benz. That's a very interesting matchup between two 4/5 combo forwards for both teams. Very good ball players, but no points for either one of them so far. They've been really battling it out down there in some of their assignments. Obviously, most of the night has been between Benz or rotating over is Cameron Gunsel that have taken their duties against Marcos Ciudad Real. So see what the second half has in stores as both teams return to the floor. Getting shots up on their newestly assigned rim here for the second half. Reed City will be going on the opposite rim as they did in Wednesday night's game. They started on the right and then went to the left. Now they're going from the left to the right from the opposite side. So reverse psychology. If you're hearing the building here on the Reed City side listening in, they'll be on the left side for this half. They were on the right side against Hart. But this is their big quarter. The third quarter, statistically, 4.5-point margin on the season. They've been in the third quarter against opponents. They've built some of their leads and their comebacks starting right from the locker room, halftime adjustments. And no bigger example was Wednesday against the Pirates. They trailed by 8. And they made a huge run, outscoring the Pirates by 13 points in the frame to be able to get that 5-point lead and eventually run it out going into the fourth quarter to pick up the victory to get to the spot here on this Friday night. So we'll see what they have in store here for this matchup. Obviously, both teams are well under their averages in projection-wise for this game. It has slowed down immensely in tempo since the start of the game. and it has been a defensive grind, right? Ludington is a team that averages almost 64 points a year. They're right now on pace for 32. Reed City averages 58 offensively. They're on pace for 28. So we're going to see a low-scoring ball game unless we have some major changes offensively, both sides in the second half. It's going to be a really fun basketball game, and we'll see how it will go here for both teams here tonight. Big thanks to Quality Car and Truck Repair, the area's only AAA service center. Trust Quality Car and Truck Repair to keep your vehicle safe and reliable. West of 131, located in Big Rapids. We'll be awarding the Quality Car and Truck Repair Player of the Game after the upcoming 16 minutes, as we'll see who it will be on the Reed City side here for their efforts over the next 16 minutes, accounting for the first 16. But there's one thing that matters, and it is not who the player of the game is. It's who has more points on the scoreboard here after 32 minutes of basketball. That's all Reed City's thinking. That's all Ludington's thinking. That's all the student sections are thinking, and all the fans are wanting. They want their team to pick up that trophy and hoist it here in Manistee tonight. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll bring it back with the third quarter coming up. Coyotes and the Orioles. It's going to be a good one. 30 seconds, we're back on Big Country 100.9.
When you feel like it's the right time to make the move, as in literally move, call Whitney Harrison with Keller Williams Realty. As a lifelong local West Michigan resident, Whitney always has her ear to the ground on what's for sale, what prices are realistic, and where the potential buyers are. Whitney can make the dream of upgrading, downsizing, or just making the change possible. When you're ready to make your move, call Whitney Harrison of Keller Williams Realty at 231-250-6020. Whitney Harrison, proud supporter of local athletics.
We are ready for the next 8. Here in Manistee, Reed City will start with the basketball. It'll be Jackson back in the ball game. He'll carry it in front of the Reed City bench on the left side. And defended by Benz. Hands it off for Hansen. Hansen, defense by Schillinger, turns him away. Jackson looking for short corner, spinning off his man. Back inside for Real. Takes it, running with it. Euro step, floats it up. Oh, couldn't get it to bounce. Offensive rebound. Back in goes Real. Held scoreless through 16. It only took him 26 seconds to get the tally in the second half. Here in the third quarter, we're tied at 16 apiece. Orioles move it around. Schillinger into the corner now, into the hands of Holmes. Gunsel surveys, drives short corner, hand off again. Ludington working man-to-man now with some speed. Kick out. Gunsel up top. Fanning around is Benz. Trying to get to Schillinger. Good defense by Andres. Tries to throw it inside. Almost picked off there by Hansen. In the corner, running baseline. Kick out pass. Open. Gunsel for 3. No good. Pulled down by Real. And a foul is drawn. It's going to be going on Joe Benz. Great box out by 2-1. Ludington fans don't like it. But us Coyote fans, we love that foul. Because that's the third on Joe Benz. Big foul. As he's going to be shading Real inside for the majority likely of the night, but now he's going to be going over to the Pine to take a couple seconds to a couple minutes off. He'll be replaced by Ramirez. Walsh going man-to-man. Ludington bringing pressure for a trap. Walsh got to get it across. Hansen will do so just in the nick of time. Hands it over to Jackson. Short corner. Bryce to throw it. It was deflected. He got it back. Puts it up. Count the bump. And the bucket. What a move by Lando. Put it on a reverse pivot, put it back up with the contact, and he's got a chance for a three-point play as he gives the Coyotes the lead back. Foul goes on Jones. That's his first. Second team foul for Ludington in the quarter. And do mind, we are only a minute 24 into this third 8. Lando will go to the stripe. On the way. In and out, rolled all the way around. It'll stay a 2-point ball game. Jackson picks up his man full court. They rotate it around. Schillinger on a handoff. Back up top. Surveying is Gage Jones. Taking his time. Gives it back to Schillinger. Andres working really hard against Schillinger out on the perimeter. Diving. Schillinger. Mid-range. Blocked by Real. I think he got a piece of it. And he pulls down the miss. Hansen back to Jackson. He'll bring it across on the right sideline. Switch there for Schillinger. Hansen's going to give it right back now. Ramirez will defend against Hansen. Hansen fires a three. Bounces around. No good. It looked like it might bounce back in on the angle, but it's pulled down on the miss by Gunsel. Quick pass. Schillinger driving. Scores it. Quick outlet run by Schillinger. He's able to score it. A crossover by Landon the other way behind his back. Lost on the deck. Ramirez takes it back. Here comes Ludington on those runs again. Schillinger backs down, short corner. Cutter inside. Jones in for Gunsel. Backs down. Ramirez open for three. Yes. Ramirez knocks down a triple. It was great ball rotation, and a timeout is taken by Coach Walsh. Reed City Feed and Supply timeout. We're back in 30 seconds with more basketball here on Big Country 100.9.
Big Rapids Eye Care presents Tips for Your Eyes. Omega-3, zinc, and vitamin C and E can ward off age-related vision problems. But if you feel like your vision just isn't what it used to be, schedule an appointment for an end-of-the-year eye checkup. Big Rapids Eye Care, proud supporters of Big Rapids Cardinal Athletics.
21-18 our score. Ludington leads here in Mariner Gymnasium. You're listening to Reed City Count Basketball on WWBR-HD1, Big Country 100.9. WWBR also streams online, WWBR.com, and via the WWBR mobile app. Take your country music, mornings with Etch, afternoons with Joe, anywhere on the go. You can download the app in the Google Play Store and Apple App Store today, as well as online at WWBR.com. 5:22 to go here in the third quarter. Reed City will take the basketball, and will bring it left to right now. It'll be in the hands of Hansen. Hansen over to Walsh. Walsh looking to roll around. Gets it off on a handoff. Hansen looking, surveys, over for Jackson. Jackson defended up top by Holmes with pressure. Jackson back over to Hansen. Hansen will control it. Going inside, spinning, nowhere to go for Hansen. Almost lost it, got it back. Walsh diving on the short corner. Looks for a floater off the backboard, no good, and a foul is called on Walsh. Walsh tried to dump in there on the defensive glass, and it results in a foul. That will be his first foul, first for Reed City here in the quarter. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice. A1 Auto Glass comes to you with mobile service. A1 Auto Glass also specializes in ADAS camera recalibrations. You can find out more, search A1 Auto Glass online today. Ludington holding the basketball a little bit, trying to slow this game down. Schillinger, defended by Andres. Here's Gunsel, driving inside, floats it up, no good. Offensive rebound, throws it back up, almost stolen away. Schillinger trips down, no travel called, shot on the way. That one's short. Battle for the board, won by Jackson. He's out and running. Jackson taking on two Oriole defenders, gets by both of them. Driving to the cup on a Euro, throws it up. Oh my goodness! He got it to go! Baseball pass the other way. Orioles try to catch the Cats off guard. Great hustle back. They stall it on the offensive chance. Ludington still leading 21-20. Shot on the way. No good from Schillinger. He's been cold here in this ballgame so far. Hansen brings it across into the hands of Jackson. Jackson will handle it. Cut through from Hansen. Jackson's going to go to work against Ramirez. Spinning. Oh, what a move! Floater! Oh, he couldn't get it to score. Patted outside into the hands of the Orioles. Schillinger floats it back up top. Quick rotation. Ramirez driving. Short corner. Floats it up against contact. Not going to get it. Real plucks it, and he draws a foul on Ramirez. First foul on Ramirez, third of the quarter for Ludington. Coach Walsh running down the bench. He's going to get Stellini into the ball game for Dylan Walsh. So Stellini will return to the floor. Walsh will get a standing ovation from the student section on the far side as he will go over for a drink of water. His night is nowhere near done. He'll be back in for sure later on. Reed City, of course, rocking with really 6, 7, 8 guys here in this ball game without Max Hammond. So every single second of rest will count for Reed City in this game against such a deep Ludington team. Jackson brings it across. Both guys putting their arms on each other. Here comes a trap. Looking for Hansen. Hansen dives. What a pass to Stellini. Oh, but he lost it on the deck. Orioles get it back. Running with numbers. Ludington down the lane. Handoff. Looking for a three. Not going to take it. Holmes stopped outside. Step up for Jones. Not going to take it. Hands off to Holmes. Back up top for Jones across to Schillinger. Around the arc. Schillinger working against Andres. Jump shot. Mid-range. Turnaround. No good. Offensive rebound. Back for Holmes on a three. No good. Tipped around. It'll be Reed City basketball off the hands. Last touched by Jack Stidham of the Orioles. Napa Certified Techs, they get the job done right the first time. Visit ParisAutoservice.com to schedule your car's next appointment today. Pressure from Ludington. They get into Andres, back to Hansen. It's not necessarily a man-to-man look. They're going to hand it off to Jackson. Jackson and Hansen are going to have to hurry to get it across. Hansen will do so with a lot of speed. Riel, corner three, bottom! 2-1 makes three. Big-time hit from Marcos. And Reed City's got the lead at 23-21. Schillinger spinning, short corner against Andres. Nowhere to go. Help side from Riel. He's got a man in the corner. Hands it off. Now he'll shoot it. That one's good. Stidham waited a long time. Baseball pass down to Riel. Riel trying to drive, and a foul is called on Ramirez. Oh, that one was close. They're looking for a jump. They're not going to get it. Fourth foul on Ludington. Sub comes back in, Dylan Walsh. We'll check in for Stellini. Two subs in for the Orioles. Benz and Gunsel return. Off will go Jones and Jack Stidham. You think this game means a lot tonight. I just peered across. I see two Ferris State football players in attendance here for some of their home teams. This game means everything to all communities, no matter where you're at right now. No matter where you are across the state or even in another state, it's all about the Orioles or the Coyotes for your side tonight, especially when there's a trophy on the line. Minute 40 to go here in the third. Inside, Hansen floats it up, draws a foul. He's going to the line. He switched hands to the right and was able to draw the contact with the body. The foul is going to go on Gunsel, his second. So at the lineup coming will be Spencer Hansen. Stellini is going to check in at the table. We'll see who he's coming in for. The officials getting a towel on the floor for a quick dry, get it back off. Double checking to make sure. Now these guys are working hard. They're going to need their electrolytes on the bus ride home, no matter the outcome in this game. Trust Dr. Coles and her expert team to get you seeing right. Downtown Big Rapids and online at BigRapidsFamilyEyeCare.com. You can always know, especially how you're covered with Schuberg Insurance Agency. It's Big Rapids' oldest and most trusted name in insurance. Big thanks to those two as the primary sponsors for Coyote basketball here this postseason, as well as behind the Bulldogs. If you're a fan of Ferris State Athletics, as I just mentioned, little subtle drop in there, shameless plug. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Podcast just dropped today, and it'll be on the air on WBRN tomorrow at 3 o'clock on WBRN. First one missing from Hansen. Stellini is in. Walsh will go off. Quick substitution. 96 seconds to go here in the third quarter of action. 24-23 our score. Ludington with the lead. Reed City with a chance to tie here at the Charity Stripe. Hansen eyes it up. Floats it short of the mark. Pulled down on the miss by Gunsel. Ludington will carry. Pressure full court now. Holmes driving. Hands it off for Benz. Benz cutting back door, picked up by Rial. Ramirez holds it. Schillinger now off a screen. Schillinger looking at the elbow. Finds a man. Holmes off a screen. In and out. No good. Batted around. Ball's on the deck. We're scrumming for it. And it will be ruled a jump basketball perhaps. Landon Jackson had it in his mitts. Unless a foul was called. But the jump, it's Ludington's arrow. And it is. Ludington will retain the basketball. So Ludington will take it out of bounds. Minute 11 to go here in the third. They got a 1-point lead here in Manistee. Float for Gunsel. Wrap pass for Schillinger. Nowhere to go. Holmes again. Now he'll drive it. Dump pass inside. Kick out. Ben's not going to take the three. He'll get off to Holmes. He'll fire a three. That one is short. Landon Jackson runs it down. Baseball pass up ahead. Hanson was leveled on the catch. No call. Reed City will take the basketball. Hanson got leveled. Almost a football tackle. Trying to get the catch. Coach Walsh is upset that he didn't get the foul. Hanson's all right. He's a tough kid, let me tell you what. Hanson's a phenomenal kid, phenomenal young man, and a phenomenal athlete. And he's putting his body on the line for this group this whole season. He'll carry it against Benz. Driving inside. Floats it up. Count the score! Couldn't have said it any better in the intro. Up for a layup. Good from Schillinger. Just floated it over top. It was good defense, but he's able just to find a window and is able to score it. He's now got 3 points, I believe, in this ball game. No, excuse me, 11. No, 3 points in this ball game. Jackson has 11 on the other side. He's got it. Left wing, 10 seconds to go. Going to work. Jackson double team, stolen away. Schillinger open lane if he can score it in time. Lays it up, and it's good. What a run to end the third for Ludington. They got a 28-25 lead. Don't go anywhere. 8 minutes to settle it, and it's anyone's ball game. 60 seconds, and we're back with more here on Big Country 100.9.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
The Anderson Agency of Reed City. Quality insurance solutions at affordable prices. Call 832-2239.
MOTA. The Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority is hiring dispatchers to help ensure our MOTA drivers stay safe and efficient while serving the Mecosta and Osceola communities. Dispatchers start at $19.66 an hour, with a $1 pay increase every year for the first 2 years. MOTA also provides drivers with an annual retirement match up to 5%. Start helping your community with MOTA. Start driving for MOTA. Apply today at motaonline.net. MOTA is an equal opportunity employer.
We got 8 minutes. One more quarter. The last quarter for one team in this 23-24 campaign. For another, a chance to win a trophy and play in Big Rapids on Tuesday night. All the marbles on the table between these two teams. Reed City will start with the basketball. Hanson inside, looking for contact, not going to get a foul call. Going the other way, Schillinger. Numbers for Ludington if they want it. Ramirez backs it out. They'll take it unattended. Reed City going to, looks like maybe a zone perhaps. Ramirez inside, back tap, not going to get it. Gunsel puts it up. Foul is on Riel. He looked like he got a piece of it. Riel is absolutely confused. It was close if he got the basketball. The problem with it was that he went for the one-handed block. So now at the line, Cameron Gunsel upcoming. First one on the way. Good. Makes it 29-25. 9 points for Gunsel on the night. Big thanks to Johnson's Automotive, as well as the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Quality Car and Truck Repair, Volker Bros Equipment, as well as Reed City Feed and Supply for their support of Coyote basketball. Second one coming up here for Gunsel. Takes his time, eyes at the strike. Good. 30-25 game, Ludington leads. Hanson will go to work. One-on-one against Benz. Spinning his way across the timeline. Lost the basketball on a slip on the floor. They throw it back in. Andra steals it right back. Rotate around. The man's open if they want it. Jackson got it ripped away. Ludington going the other way with Schillinger. Lays it up. Lays it in. Hanson lost it again. On the deck. Ludington's got it. They'll walk it across the timeline. What's going on? mishandling of the basketball has got Reed City in a bad situation. Benz from the short corner gives it back up. Gage Jones will carry it. 6:40 to go in the ball game. Benz over to Schillinger. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez surveys, looks for Schillinger. Schillinger gives it back up. Gunsel driving. Foul is called on Rial. That's his fourth. He shifted to the elbow to stop him in his tracks, and he stopped him in his tracks, and he's given a foul instead. Dylan Walsh will come onto the floor. We got a timeout on the floor. Ludington fans getting up on their feet. Reed City needs an answer. We'll see what they have in mind. 60 seconds. We're back with more here on Big Country 100.9.
Made in the USA, made in Michigan, and locally produced. Over 90% of the products at Reed City Feed and Supply are either produced locally, made in Michigan, or manufactured in the USA. At Reed City Feed and Supply, they strive to choose quality products with purpose. Get anything from chicken feed to dog food, apparel, birdseed, homemade honey, all the way to your general farm needs. To support the community, stop into Reed City Feed and Supply. Open Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Call 231-791-5005. The team at Paris Auto Service and Repair have a mission. Keep your vehicle running as safely and efficiently as possible. That's why when you spend $500 or more on any repair at Paris Auto Service and Repair, you get a free semi-synthetic oil change. It's just a small part of Paris Auto Service and Repair's mission to keep you safe and your vehicle reliable. So when your car needs work, trust the NAPA certified experts at Paris Auto Service and Repair. Plus, Paris Auto Service and Repair offers military and student discounts. Paris Auto Service and Repair, always there when you need them.
We got a full bumping barn here in this building. 32-25 our score. Orioles with the lead in the basketball. They'll get it underneath 6:36 to go to settle this one. 4 long on the baseline here for the Orioles. They fake it to Gunsel. Now another screen, looking for Schillinger. Nobody open. 5-second call. Reed City forces a turnover. What a big response out of that timeout by that defense. Ludington was taking all the screen time they could ask for here in the building. Chants going. Coach is trying to hype up the fans. And that is a huge response by the 5 on the floor. Jackson will carry it here against Holmes. Spinning his way at the logo. Looking over for Hansen. He's got him. Jackson will get it back. He's got it at the wing. Looking for a man. Trying to get it underneath to Stellini. They'll get it back up top. Hansen inside for Stellini on the outside. Back up top for Hansen. They'll continue to move it around. Into the hands of Andres. Down low. Walsh. Short corner. Jab step inside for Stellini. Double team for a second. Skip pass out for Hansen. Hansen firing a 3. Off the wide side. No good. Pulled down by Schillinger and the O's. Be sure to stick around. We'll have the full Johnson's Automotive postgame show to wrap this thing up. It's going to be a wild next 5:45. Ludington will slow it up. Rial will check in at the next dead ball. Schillinger, defended by Andres. Up top, Gunsel moving inside against Walsh. Puts it up, puts it in. Cameron Gunsel's had himself a game. He's got 12 right now to lead Ludington. And we got a timeout taken by Coach Walsh, I believe. Yes, it is. Full Reed City Feed and Supply timeout. We'll be back in a minute with more basketball on Big Country 100.9.
When you feel like it's the right time to make the move, as in literally move, call Whitney Harrison with Keller Williams Realty. As a lifelong local West Michigan resident, Whitney always has her ear to the ground on what's for sale, what prices are realistic, and where the potential buyers are. Whitney can make the dream of upgrading, downsizing, or just making the change possible. When you're ready to make your move, call Whitney Harrison of Keller Williams Realty at 231-250-6020. Whitney Harrison, proud supporter of local athletics.
Bad Boy Mowers' legendary reputation for build strength, performance, and value is now available with Bad Boy tractors. From mid-sized to subcompact models powered by 22 to 35 horsepower water-cooled diesel engines, your tractors work. Just got real easy. On the farm, the ranch, or even around the house, Bad Boy tractors deliver on power and durability all day, every day. Bad Boy tractors sold at Velker Bros, north of Big Rapids, just off of Northland Drive. Bad Boy tractors work with an attitude.
Back to the floor we go. Cows got some work to do. They trailed 34-25 here in the fourth. Ludington has taken all the momentum since a minute to go in the third, and they've held it since. They got the lead. Reed City trying to fight back. Hansen will get it on the inbounds. Cross for Andres. Andres defended by Benz. Driving, looking, finds Walsh. Jab step. Fakes a three-point shot. Gives it back out for Real, who just checked in. He's got 4 fouls. Going to be careful on offense. Oh, for Walsh. Walsh spinning. Going inside on a travel step. Not going to get it to go. And a foul is called on Walsh. Schillinger tried to get out on the break. Walsh fell down and tripped him up. So that's a foul. Second foul, I believe, on Walsh. Third for Reed City. None for the Orioles here in the fourth. Big thanks to some of our sponsors. Those include the Country 100.9's The Rundown, Michigan Primary Care Partners, and Rewind 99.1, your classic rock that transcends time itself. Into the hands of Holmes. Holmes, Jackson, and Schillinger almost in an offensive and defensive lineman tussle, holding each other. No call. Schillinger will get the basketball. He'll back it back out. These guys are playing physical here these final 5 minutes. Schillinger backs off Andres. Works to his left. Back across. He's going to stall. Officials putting their hands up, saying, got to do something. Looks up top, throws it across. Holmes will take it. Holmes almost had it ripped away. Drives out, kicks out. Gunsel back up top for Schillinger. Ludington wasting some time off the ticker. Got a 9-point lead in their favor. Gunsel dribbles around, gets it back up top, gives it off. Jones, defended by Jackson. Up top for Holmes. They'll run around again. 4 minutes and ticking. Hansen will commit a foul. Going for the basketball. That's Hansen's first. No foul trouble in question for Spencer. That is the fourth, however, on Reed City. So now they are going to have to start looking at free throws for Ludington each time they're thinking about fouling. Ramirez is on for the Orioles. Erickson will come on for Reed City. Real will take a breather. He'll be back in momentarily. He'll be sitting next to the assistant coaches and will come in on each switch of possession. Erickson with no fouls, and he's going to defend against Gunsel. No shots in the air for Ludington if you're Reed City. In the case of open looks. Schillinger shrugging off Andres. Johnny right back up in his grill again. Almost got hit. Hansen going from behind, almost stolen away. Goes into Holmes. Back up top for Schillinger. Andres. Schillinger. Jab stepping, creating room. Double team. They give it to Holmes. Holmes driving. 3-on-2. Gunsel to the cup. Scores. 36-25. Ludington leads here in the fourth. Jackson double teamed, in trouble, and he gets a foul drawn. First of the quarter for Ludington. We'll see who the guilty party is. That's on 24, Daniel Ramirez. That is his third foul, so Daniel will be in considerable foul trouble. Sub on, Erickson off, Real on for this offensive possession. Cows trail by 11, and Coach Shank running out on the floor. He wants to talk about something he didn't like from that Reed City inbounds formation. 30 seconds. We're back with more in this exciting finish. Coming up next on Big Country 100.9.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support in-home or in person from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS. Anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Welcome back here to Mariner Gymnasium. Big thanks to our proud partners at Mecosta Osceola Career Center and Michola Tech. Preparing today's students for tomorrow's jobs, start a new career, enhance your current career with Michola Tech classes this winter. Find out more at moisd.org. Reed City trails by 11. Got to get it in bounds. They do to Andres. Crowd into the sideline. Tip pass up top. Real will recover it. He's working against Gunsel. Hands off to Hansen. Hansen wants a screen. They fake it, looking for a flash. Now he'll drive it, floats it up. Almost got it to go, but he draws the foul. We'll see if the foul was called on the arm. Yes, it was. And Schillinger went up to request, so he might be the guilty party, and he is. His second on Schillinger. Hansen will go to the line as he wasn't shooting, so he'll go for two. First one up, good, in from Hansen. Reed City, number 3 in the region. Ludington, number 2 in rankings in Region 9. The two highest teams remaining, the highest pairing remaining in this region, only trailing Kingsford at the number 1 spot. Second one up and good there from Hansen. Good free throw strokes, confident number 4. Now Stellini will take his turn. He will go on defense. Real will come off. 3:03 to go for the conclusion of this one. Ludington looks to get it in bounds, gets it into Schillinger. Skip pass all the way across for Holmes. Give it back. Taking time. Gage Jones brings it across. Tries to flop against Jackson. Almost had his pocket picked there by Hansen. To get it back to Jones. 3-on-2 if they want it. Now they're going to attack. Kick to the corner. Ramirez not going to get it out. Now he will. And we got pushing and shoving between Jackson and Jones. Schillinger shrugging off Andres. Now go back to work again. Dancing around. Johnny in his grill. Looking, Schillinger trapped in the corner. Here comes Jackson to help. Schillinger running around, looking for a man up top. He's in trouble, can't find anybody. Lobs it up, got it there inside to Holmes. Back up top, Jones, defended by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 fouls. Hansen going to go over to help. Holmes driving inside, continuing the stalling tactic. Here comes a double team. Schillinger off to Holmes. Holmes driving, kicks it out. Ramirez back up top. Continuing to roll this no high school shot clock. Jones inside. Almost had it picked off. Trap in the corner. Float pass. Got it across to Jones. And a foul is called on Hansen. He will foul him with a 1:56 to go on the game clock. That is the 5th foul for Reed City in this quarter. Second on Hansen. Real will return for this box out. Reed City trailing 36-27 here if you're just joining us, hearing about this crazy game going on in Big Country. Jones will go to the line. He'll get a pair. Jones takes his time. Eyes up the front of the rim. Fires. No good. Off the front. Sub is on. It's Riel. He'll come in, it looks like, for Walsh. No, he's coming in for Andres. Psyched me out. So Andres will give way. Offensive-defensive switch. John will go to the front of the bench for his next duties in substitution. Second one on the way. Back heel, no good. Ludington comes up empty. Skip pass across to Stellini. Stellini works from the wing. Looking to find someone. Real inside. Driving. Scores it. No, travel called first. It looked like he took an extra step, and the officials agree. So will remain 36-27. Ludington communicating with their guards on the inbound. Andres will come back in. Walsh will come off. 1:46 to go in this one. 36-27, our score. Ludington leads. Full court baseball pass. Down goes Schillinger. Looking to try to score it. Puts it up. Oh, he missed it. Tipped out of bounds. Who's got it? They need help down there. Ludington's got it. The baseline official couldn't see it. Both guys' backs were turned. Near side, we'll say it's Ludington basketball. So they'll get it inbounds with 1:41 to go. Their offense is not going to try to score. And a timeout taken immediately by Jones. They didn't like what they saw from the Coyotes defensively. They'll talk it over. We'll bring it back after this 30-second timeout here on Big Country 100.9.
Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks, making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
The Anderson Agency of Reed City. Quality insurance solutions at affordable prices. Call 832-2239.
(36-27) our score, as both student sections have got in this ball game. We got flag runners going in front of each student section. We got chants going each direction. This has been an electric factory here in the barn today. Both teams return to the floor. Ludington has it inbounds. They're going to run 4 along the baseline. Gage Jones will inbound it. Reed City will go into a man-to-man type look. Jackson will take Jones on the inbounds. They fake it towards Gunsel. They get it into Schillinger. And now here comes the stalling tactic. Andrus right on him. 1:37 to go. Schillinger carries. Here comes the trap. Skip pass. Jackson. Oh, he almost took it away. He was hawking it down, and a foul is called. A push is called. Oh, they called it on Jackson. Oh. Jackson is called for his 4th. It looked like they were getting the body of the other defender, and they rule a push on Jackson, even though he's going for the basketball. So that's his 4th foul. Under 90 seconds, Ludington will go to the line with the hands of Spencer Holmes. First one. Back heel, no good. You can insert the phrase at home. Sub coming on. Andrus will come off. Walsh back on. So Hanson, Jackson, Rial, joined by Walsh and Stellini on the floor for Coach Walsh and company. Second one from Holmes, on the way. Good. 37-27. Reed City needs some points. Jackson tries to go behind his back, almost lost it. Got it back. Looking to find somebody. Fadeaway jump shot. Oh, he drew a foul. He drew a foul on Joe Benz. And that's the 4th on Joe Benz. Boy, that might have been a bailout call right there. I won't lie to you. Jackson he was dead to rights, looking at nothing but a taillight, and he could not find anybody open. He just turned around and fired. He drew the foul. First one is up and good from Lando. He'll get a second one. Subs in for both teams. Ramirez in for Benz. Andrus and Erickson in for Reed City. Off goes Walsh and Rial for this defensive possession. Obviously, with Rial, he's got 4 fouls, so in fouling situation, you're not going to have him foul and leave this ball game. Walsh not necessarily in as much foul trouble, but to get John Andrus back there on the ball handler. Second one is up and good. Reed City will sprint around defensively. Looking for a trap. Schillinger down the sideline. Corralled there by Erickson. Jackson going for the foul, not going to get it. Working it. Jackson against Andrus, and a foul is finally called on Andrus. Smart foul there by John. He stood his ground right on the sideline. And it'll be 2 shots upcoming for Schillinger, who's got 3 points tonight. Or excuse me, no, he's got 9 points. Other side, Stellini's got 3 points. So Schillinger looking for double digits. First one on the way. Good. Be sure to stick around. Johnson's Automotive post-game show coming up here from Manistee. We'll break down the outcome, what's next for the winner, as well as all of our scores around the area that we got here for you tonight. Schillinger will make to look it back to 10. 1:08 to go in this one. Schillinger fires. Good. 10-point game. Reed City needs some points and in a hurry. Jackson. Oh, fake behind his back. Looking to drive. Jackson spinning. Floats it. Off the back. No good. Riding for the board. He got it back. A nasty fall there from the defender. Hanson fires. Got it for 3. Timeout, Coach Walsh. What a big-time hit from Hanson. It's not over yet. What a big-time shot from Hanson. 30 seconds and we're back with more after this on Big Country 100.9.
Made in Michigan and locally produced. Over 90% of the products at Reed City Feed and Supply are either produced locally, made in Michigan, or manufactured in the USA. At Reed City Feed and Supply, they strive to choose quality products with purpose. Get anything from chicken feed to dog food, apparel, birdseed, homemade honey, all the way to your general farm needs. To support the community, stop into Reed City Feed and Supply. Open Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Call 231-791-5005.
Back we go, 50.4 to go. Reed City is in the bonus, so Ludington will get 2 free throws on an next foul. This is almost a football play. We got 5 guys on the baseline for Ludington. They fake the handoff, looking to throw it in, and they do get it into Holmes. Holmes defended by Jackson. Somebody else is going to have to foul, and Hanson will go for it. Jackson got it clean, trapped in with 3 guys, ball on the deck. This should be a jump ball. And the possession arrow will go to Ludington as Jackson tried to take it away, and he did. He ended up with the basketball. Him and Schillinger smiling after it. So as much as it won't give them possession back, it'll get them momentum, and it'll flip the arrow if it happens again. Real is back on, Erickson off. So Marcos will go in. He's going to defend the inbounder. They get it in quickly to Schillinger. Andres going for the basketball. Full court. Looking for a trap, and Schillinger falls. Andres will get booked with the foul. Schillinger will get help up. He'll go to the line. I believe that's the 3rd foul on Andres. We'll get official confirmation up here on the big board. Yes, it is. His 3rd foul. Schillinger will go to the line. He's been there a couple times tonight so far. Made his last 2 at the stripe. 3 for 4 total on the night. Schillinger fires. No good, in and out. Reed City fans going berserk. Walsh back on. Stellini will come off. Full box out mode, 4v2. Schillinger at the stripe for his 2nd. Good. 40-32. Reed City trails by 8. 34 seconds to go. Jackson will hold it. Hands it off to Hanson. Hanson driving down the lane. Lost it. Try to get it back, and it'll stay with Reed City off of the Orioles. So they'll get it back in bounds. 25.9 to go. Coach Walsh going right down the sideline to get the play call in. Walsh will throw it in. Walsh gets it into Hanson. Hanson all alone. Fires. Scores! Open free throw. I don't even know how he got in there. Ludington just left him. He had a wide open floater there from just inside the short corner of the free throw line, and he's able to score it. So just like that, it's a 6-point ball game. 21 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here for this timeout. We got 4 matchups here tonight. Obviously, this one, the most highly anticipated one out of all of them. Here in District 35, Ludington and Reed City ranked 2 and 3 respectively in Region 9. Kingsford and Escanaba 1v7 respectively in District 33, taking place later tonight, I believe, in Kingsford. Sault Ste. Marie hosting Boyne City. Opposite. Boyne City hosting Sault Ste. Marie. That game between the 8 and 11. Nope, sorry, I was right the first time. I should have known the first time. I should have been confident about it. Sault Ste. Marie hosting Boyne City. That's 8 versus 11. And then the other one, Standish Sterling hosting Clare, District 36. The winner of this game tonight will play the winner of that matchup between Standish Sterling and Clare. Coach Schenk and Coach Walsh, obviously 2 very veteran seasoned coach. Coach Schenk has been in a Ludington pullover for many, many years and has done a fantastic job. Coach Walsh, obviously in his 2nd year, has shown huge improvements for this program. They were once 5-10 when he came in. Then they went 14-10, 14-10, and then 19-4. Reed City has been much, much improved over the years in this basketball program. 2 West Michigan powerhouses clashing tonight. Ludington back to the football play, looking to get it in. They do so for Holmes. Holmes gets it up, looking for Schillinger. They got it to him. They're going to have to foul. Schillinger fouled by Andres. Smart play by Riel. He was going to foul him, but knew John Andres was next to him. So John will get the foul. his fourth, but it'll save Riel on the floor, especially for a rebound. It'll be Schillinger at the strike. 14.4 seconds on the game clock. Ludington with a 6-point lead at 40-34. Schillinger trying to add to it. First one on the way. Good. Ludington will leave one spot open on the paint. Ramirez will go by himself. Jackson, the non-rebounder for Reed City. Schillinger, one dribble. Fires on the way. No good. Goes 1 for 2. They get it to Jackson. Jackson looking, driving, floats it up. No good. Contact, no foul. Got guys huddled up down there, but that's going to do it. Ludington takes down Reed City and wins it 41-34 for a District 35 title. What a basketball game. Hard-fought battle between both teams as they'll shake hands in front of the scorer's table. What a great final. 41-34, again, your final. We'll break it down after this 2-minute break with the Johnson's Automotive postgame show coming up next here on the Country 100.9.
Big Rapids Eye Care presents Tips for Your Eyes. Did you know annual eye checkups can help catch other diseases like diabetes and cancer? Schedule an appointment with Big Rapids Eye Care today and see the world clearly. Big Rapids Eye Care, proud supporters of Big Rapids Cardinal Athletics.
Conan the Barbarian has trust issues. He just doesn't know where to take his truck for service.
I just do not know what to do with my truck. Thoughts of doom has me so confused.
But from the darkness comes light.
Johnson's Automotive. It's my destiny to keep my truck running like new with their certified technicians.
And keep it running they did. Conan's truck runs so well, he caught doom and there was no sequel.
Steel is stronger than doom.
Johnson's Automotive, serving the area with honesty and integrity. Schedule your next service at johnsonsautomotivebr.com.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
Here for brakes, there for tires, somewhere else for an oil change. Hey, they make it easy at Quality Car and Truck Repair. They do it all right there in one place. Book an appointment online right now at qualitycarandtruckrepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Who covers your underground service lines? Such as water, septic, and gas? Auto Owners Insurance provides service line coverage through their home insurance policies. Auto Owners Service Line Coverage provides coverage for leaks, breaks, tears, ruptures caused by wear and tear, rust or corrosion, electrical system breakdowns, and freezing. Not only does Auto Owners Insurance provide exceptional coverage, but their service line coverage will also repair your landscaping, and they will pay the additional cost to make sure they replace damaged pipes with green products. And that's not even the best part. The affordable premium of service line coverage makes it a no-brainer to add to your home policy. Have an expert at the Schuberg Insurance Agency review your home insurance and see how the Schuberg Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance can make us all go green with service line coverage. Contact the Schuberg Insurance Agency by visiting our website at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. The Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based.
Welcome into the Johnson's Automotive post-game show here live in Manistee. Brandon Wirt joining you here live as we look on to the medal presentation given out to the victorious Ludington Orioles tonight as they win it 41-34 here in this District 35 final. It was a heck of a basketball game for those that followed along online or follow along with us on air or here in person. It was a great game. It was a fantastic game, one I'll never forget personally. This was a highly contested battle between these two schools. We really were looking at the numbers. We had seen what each team had done in the year. We really knew if we had a guess and had to make a wager, put two teams, these were going to be the two teams that everybody was going to bet on and wanted to see play each other. And it certainly lived up to a hype. It was a fantastic defensive slugfest between these two teams. Job well done by Coach Schenk and his staff. They've been a perennial powerhouse program for many years. Seen it now as a player and now as a media member and a fan. He's done a fantastic job with his group. Each and every year they've been winning so many games. And they've been great. And they played a great game tonight, and that is why they'll be moving on to play the winner of Clare and Standish Sterling coming up on Tuesday, which is slated to be in Big Rapids. With that, we're going to send it back to the Anderson Agency Studios for final score updates. We got more district action covered by our good pal Joe Nagy. What do we got here? I hear we got a final, and it's an upset, Joe.
Yeah, we do, Brandon. It was tough, man. I'm not going to lie. You see it, though. Fremont, Newaygo, those ones. Packers take the win 50-45. They get it down, they get it good, and they're going to be district champs. So tough looks for Newaygo. Looks like the CSAA was just going to not be able to get it done tonight, but it's just how the way it goes, and that's the way we want to see it. So that's it. Fremont takes the district title 50-45 against Newaygo.
Wow, what a win for Fremont. Thank you, Joe. The Packers win on home soil as the number 5 seed, I believe, in the rankings coming into this tournament. They run the table, and they'll be moving on to play for a regional title. As Reed City, their players, their fans, giving final claps as they look onward. Many players still on the bench, courtside, and as one that was once there, I can feel every single feeling for these guys right now. They're a phenomenal group. They've played incredible basketball all year long. Well, I've spent the first 23 games on the headset for the opposing rival 20 minutes down the road. I was still following this team. It's my heart and soul of this school as an alma mater, and they continue to fight, no matter how low enrollment is, no matter what's stacked against them. They played their hearts out tonight, and they deserve all the effort in the world when they return home tonight, when they make the trek down 46 and across 10 back to Reed City, because they played an incredible ball game tonight. Great season for Reed City, phenomenal year. Big shout out to Coach Walsh and company, especially for letting me join the journey the last 2 games here in the postseason for you guys. It's been an honor to be up here calling the hometown team. And it was a great postseason finish for Reed City. Even though they didn't get a trophy, they didn't get what they were looking for. This season will never, and may I say never, never be forgotten for what they were able to do this year, while a lot of people counted them out. They were a fantastic team. And they showed it here in this postseason, fighting all the way to the end against a perennial powerhouse. They'll be moving on to play for the regional semifinal on Tuesday. Final tallies for you, courtesy of my Padre to my left. Starting with the visiting Orioles, Cameron Gunsel led the way with 14. David Schillinger, with his free throws in the second half, boosted them up to 13 points. 5 for Gage Jones, 5 for Daniel Ramirez, 4 for Spencer Holmes, as well as 3 for Jack Stidham. That gets you to your 41 points for the Orioles. On the other side for Reed City, phenomenal performance by Landon Jackson with 13 points to lead Reed City. 11 for Spencer Hansen, 2 for Justin Stellini, 5 for Marco Sadad Real, all in the second half, as well as 2 from John Andrus as well for Reed City to get them to their total of 34. Big thank you to guys for all tuning in with us here tonight. Big thanks as well goes out to our sponsors that make this possible. Those include Johnson's Automotive Repair, Big Rapids Virtual School, Pierce Auto Service and Repair, Big Rapids Eye Care, Moda Mikasa Asua Transit Authority, Mikasa Asua Cruiser and Missoula Tech, Schuberg Insurance Agency, Reed City Feed and Supply, Quality Car and Truck Repair, Volker Bros Equipment, Pierce Auto Sales of Big Rapids, Michigan Primary Care Partners, Big Country 100.9's The Rundown, as well as Rewind 99.1, classic rock that transcends time itself, and of course, forgot to mention them earlier, Bezos Digital as our stat provider here this season. Before we go, I want to make sure I do this on every broadcast that I can, and especially in these circumstances. For this great group of seniors, all 8 of them on this team this year, thank you for what you've done for Reed City, not only on the basketball court, not only in your athletic endeavors in different sports, what you do in the classroom and what you do for this community. It is certainly well noticed. And even though this was your last basketball game tonight, you will always be a member of the Cujo Nation family. And for the 8, Zach Erickson, Anthony Kianis, Max Hammond, Spencer Hansen, Dylan Walsh, John Andres, Justin Stellini, and Marco Ciudad-Real, thank you for your countless efforts, your sacrifice, and all that you do in that Coyote uniform, for what you did this year, for how many years you've been playing basketball, whether it was Marcos with us for just a year, and boy, it was a great year to have him with us, or with many of the other 7 that have been playing around these parts since they could dribble a basketball in their own house. Thank you for what you did with Reed City. Thank you for what you've done as a Coyote. And we can't wait to see you exceed in life, because it will go on beyond basketball. As much as I know, sitting in those chairs, it feels like everything is over. Knowing that you played your last basketball game, you'll never be forgotten what you did, not necessarily just on the floor, but what you'll do in life later, for who you are as a person, as a man. And that's the most important part. So to those 8 seniors, we thank you, and we can't wait to see you guys compete in our spring seasons for Reed City and have a fantastic finish to your careers within the Cujo Nation family. Big thanks go out especially to everybody that made this broadcast possible on behalf of Reed City. Big thanks go out to Michael Sweet, Superintendent, Principal Dave Carlson, Athletic Director Ryan Hansen, as well as Head Coach Brendan Walsh, Assistant Coach Brian Koopman, as well as Assistant Bill Zolman, for the opportunity, letting me come up here and ramble about a team, their own team, for the last 3 hours. Or excuse me, 2 hours. Feels like 3 hours for how much we just went through. Big thanks go out to Joe Nagy back in the studios, the Anderson Agency Studios, that is, for running the board for us tonight, making this broadcast sound pristine as always. Big thanks to you, my man, as well as JT Scarpelli, Eric Etchison, for helping make these broadcasts possible. Big thanks to all of you, the fans, for tuning in with us. I had so many great texts hearing that you guys were excited to hear this broadcast for myself, and I was excited to bring it to you for my hometown team, and hopefully it lived up to it. And I made you these last 2 hours worthwhile for your time. Biggest thanks as well go out for one final time as well to my parents, my dad Jim right next to me, running stats for me as always. It's always great having him up here with me. It means a lot each and every time. And I know Mama is listening back at home as well. Margie Worth, thank you for letting me carry on this, and thank you guys for letting me do this. And it means a lot. Get teary-eyed just thinking about it, how far we've come. And it's been an honor here to bring you the Reed City basketball postseason here on Big Country. This Big Rapids Media Network broadcast and live stream is in partnership with Reed City Public Schools. Big Rapids Media Network is Big Country 100.9, Y102, 102.3, WYBR. WVRN 1460 AM 107.7 Rewind 99.1, as well as BigRapidsDailyNews.com and Dazos Digital. Family owned for 25 years, the Big Rapids Media Network is proud to partner with Reed City Public Schools in athletic programs and will continue to do so for years to come. One final time this year, Brandon Wirtz signing off. Thank you, Cujo Nation. We'll always be a part of the family. And although it was a 41-34 defeat tonight, it was an incredible season, a championship season for Reed City. We'll never forget about it. We'll talk to you next year. But until then, it's been Brandon Wirtz signing off here on the home of Cujo Nation playoff basketball, Big Country 100.9.